Yo, what's up, everyone? I'm not gonna do the obnoxious voice. I need to stop. I need to stop. Yo, what's up, everyone? It's Team Adventurous, and we just got a massive upgrade to our fucking production quality. Your boy just figured out how to route audio properly, so no more recaptured garbage audio. This is coming straight from the video to your virgin ear holes. Love you, baby. we I'm so gay. we got a request to react to 5-minute lore. Sigmund and what was the other dude's name, Caitlin? And another dude, which we're gonna be recording that literally right after this. We'll upload them one right after the other, so you'd know. So, let's do it.
A long exposure can result in loss of IQ, high blood pressure, random outbursts, and blunt force trauma to the skull, resulting in unconsciousness. Please consult a physician for more information.
All the good things.
Yes.
Sigismund, the first Templar. The man so deeply embedded in the ways of sheer chaddery that he managed to badass his way back into Daddy's good graces when he was super ultra disowned by him.
Voice to text.
This isn't going to be a rant video. This is resounding praise of the absolute unit of a space marine that is Sigismund. Where do I even start? I mean, seriously, how can I even start with this magnificent bastard? His name comes from the sound his doctor made on the day of his birth. After the doctor slapped him and the newborn Sigismund crushed his larynx to his pride. Multiple choice, and Sigismund not only got straight A's, but he chose violence every time. You know, someone's different.
He said he not only got straight A's, but he chose violence every time.
I love
this guy already.
And I love the accent change.
I know, right?
He's just like, yeah.
After he crushed the doctor's larynx.
When you hear a primer refer to them as death itself. He was Dorn's right-hand man during the Great Crusade, is known for 3 things. 1, being almost supernatural in combat. 2, being so zealous to the crusade it bordered on a religion in its own right. And 3, always checking the box for homicide when it came to dealing with the enemies of man.
Is there any other box to check when you're dealing with the enemy as man? Long live the Emperor.
Was jealous of him because not only did Sigismund do the whole bald is beautiful routine before Horus did, he just did it better. He was in charge of the first company of the Fist, known as the Templars, and was bro tier with Khan.
The first company of the Anal Fist.
Became the betrayer due to them hanging out and beating up world eaters when he was assigned to go murdering people with them and becoming known as the Black Knight. This is where he picked up the habit of wrapping chains around his fist and the handle of his weapon. When the heresy Sigismund was one of the first outside of Isfahan to figure out that shit just got real. And the first Imperial Saint Euphrates Keeler told him he had to make a choice. He could take war without him by doing his duty, or not do his duty and die unremembered. But if he picked this Primarch would need him, but not have him at a crucial hour. Spoiler alert, he checked the box for war and stuck to Dorn like glue. Dorn wasn't sure why, because hell, it's Sigismund, and he had just offered Sigismund the chance to go kill anything he could find, and his Templar first captain said, nah, it'll be fine. But then Sigismund told him he made the decision to stay by his dad because some hot blonde told him to do so.
When someone says it'll be fine in 40K, it's never fine.
No.
Dorn instantly disowned his ass, called him a dipshit, and then sent him to Mars to Ocean 11 in a ton of armor, which he then did. When he got back to Terra, Dorn confused the hell out of him by singling him out to make him into the Emperor's champion. At that point, Sigismund went from insane to, well...
Oh my god.
That's my man, So Cold Sebastian.
Yep.
After being named Emperor's champion, Sigismund had a choice of exactly how to
kill
be
everything
the
with
champion. He chose homicide. After dressing in all black and being turned into 30K's version of a goddamn Batman with a black sword, a entirety of the rest of the siege of Terra into a series of fights where the goal was to viciously murder their Legion's popularity contest. Finding those targets generally wasn't that hard since he just made it a personal habit to show up and start butchering whoever stood between him and whoever was monologuing at the time. At any point in time, Sigismund saw someone who could get voted prom king or talking shit, he put them on the top of the list to get vibe checked or removed from active service. Even Fulgrim caught the hands. When the Saturnine Wall was being sieged, Fulgrim cornered an Imperial Fist captain who was having the worst first day on the job ever. He was monologuing and talking shit until Sigismund saw what was going on, did some mental math, checked D for disrespect, and promptly.
I love this.
Oh man, this is hilarious, and I love that I finally found another content creator who says D for disrespect. I used to say that shit in League all the time. I would kill someone and I'd make my fucking champion dance, and I'd type in
D for disrespect.
Dance for disrespect. No, not D for disrespect. I would type in all chat dance for disrespect because I was dancing on their corpse.
That's even better.
By giving him a slick haircut and a few scars the Primarch still doesn't want to talk about. What's worse for Fulgrim is this happened right in front of Dorn. Fulgrim got out of his own shock at being vibe checked that hard by something a third his size and got ready to try and kill Sigismund. That's when Dorn stepped in. Apparently the kill them while they monologue thing is a gene trait of the fist, like poetry is to the radio.
Well, I mean,
started monologuing and only stopped with Dorn.
That's one of the best genes to have. That's so the translation is they have the I'm not a fucking idiot gene.
Right. Yeah.
Decided to punch him in the face. Dorn curb stomped Fulgrim until Fulgrim decided he was simply tired of getting his ass and promptly pulled the ripcord on being on terror and bitched out, running away. Dorn and Sigismund celebrated by butchering 56 of the best fighters the Emperor's
Oh my god.
With Sigismund yeeting Fulgrim's favorite boy off a cliff for his time. The kill the monologuing strat only failed one time, and that was against Karn. But Karn doesn't really monologue, he just grunts and screams. And he was the only one to actually win against Sigismund during the Siege of Europe. At that point, Karn was basically Khorne in Space Marine form, and Sigismund had not yet gone Super Saiyan God Space Marine yet. When the
my god.
One Space Marine Siggy wanted to see, Abaddon the Despoiler. But he wouldn't see Abaddon again until he was nearly 1,000 years old. After Horus got deleted and the Emperor became a paraplegic and the Iron Cage, Sigismund became the first High Marshal of the Black Templars. Instantly, he decided the best way to be the High Marshal of the Black Templars was extreme violence and brutal murder of anyone or anything that wasn't human.
Brutal murder.
Finally, after 500 years of checking underneath his head for Sigismund, Abaddon nutted up and left the Eye of Terror, and the only force ready to clap traitor cheeks was Sigismund's Black Templars. At this point, Sigismund was nearly 1,000 years old and has spent his elder years curb stomping anyone and everything with an opinion.
Nice.
When Abaddon and Sigismund finally met, Abaddon tried his best to monologue his way to victory until Sigismund let him know that no matter how much he talked.
Hang on, I can't see Abaddon when Sigmund called him called both him and his father the Chaos.
Yo. Oh, that is beautiful.
He was still getting the hands. Abaddon and Sigismund squared off, and even though Sigismund was over 1,000 years old, he still fought Abaddon to a stalemate.
I can't beat the shit out of you without getting closer.
Sigismund knew he would Papa Dorn didn't raise no bitch. Sigismund took the two-handed black sword and put it through Abaddon's chest, taking the hit from Abaddon to almost cut him in half. Let me say that again. Sigismund did everything he could to kill Abaddon, knowing he would die in return. That's how dedicated Sigismund was to killing traitors. This guy was just built different. Abaddon survived only due to intense warp shenanigans, and he tried to be respectful, telling Sigismund it's time to sleep. Abaddon was ready for something poetic or some final praise to the Emperor. But no, like I said, Papa Dorn didn't raise no bitch. Sigismund spent The words were a mouthful of blood, and what he said gave Abaddon such serious emotional damage. It took him over 9,000 years to get over the emotional trauma and do something worthwhile again.
You as your weakling father died, soulless, orderless, weeping, ashamed.
They ask you how you are, you just don't. You're not really smart. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Sigismund's body was sent back to Terra probably because Abaddon was worried that if Sigismund's body was disrespected, that the Black Templar would come back to haunt him. The entire incident messed Abaddon up so much that to even remember it gives him the 1,000-yard stare and the sweats. He even made sure that Sigismund's personal blade got handed to a surviving Black Templar for safekeeping, just in case keeping the blade disrespected the memory of Sigismund. That's all you need to know about Sigismund, the first Black Templar. All hail the High Marshal, the Imperial Fist, the Black Knight. Hail the first Templar.
That dude has maximum big dick energy.
Yeah.
Like fucking A, bro.
Oh,
Holy shit.
my.
Imagine having big dick energy so immaculate that a chaos Primarch is just like, yo, please don't fucking rape me in the ass.
God.
Oh, I love digging into 40K lore, man.
Yes. It's
One of the most
so,
badass franchises ever
so
exist.
interesting, and it's like it's got so many facets to it, and so many people are so dedicated.
And you know what? Honestly, real talk. I think my favorite thing about 40K lore is that it's so deep. Like you dig and you dig and you dig and you never hit bottom because
No.
by the time you've exhausted the question that you went in with, you've
Yeah.
piled up like 20 other questions that now you have to go dig.
Yeah.
And that cycle repeats with every single question you dig for. It's great.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go react to another one. Yeah, this has been Team Adventurous 40K reactions.
Real.
Do us a favor, hit that sub button, ring the damn bell, leave a comment,
Smash the like button.
reacting. And if you like books, we're authors. You can find that shit in the link tree. We're not gonna beat you over the head with that though. Yeah, catch y'all later.